Okay, folks, you catch me after a certain untimely death, but that's beside the point. It would seem that everything I've done to correct all the glitches from last time seems to have worked. But, yeah. So there's that. And is it just me, or is this shirt a little too tight on her? I don't know anything about women's clothes, so this is the first rainfall of the season. And I say that because this is episodic. I managed to find a few plants, and I do mean a few. It's almost like their spawn rate's lowered. And discovered one slight thing. You don't want to put these things in front of each other or they'll hide drops. Yes, do the thing. Ugh. So, anyhow. I've got my garden underway. And I'm starting to plant trees in places. I'm going to save the time. I'm just going to call it time because that's what I thought it was supposed to be called. I'm just going to save the time for, when I have problems. This is before I refilled my water. Well, that's just great. I thought it was over. Well, that's just great. Because the whole damn world... And it wouldn't be a show without my phone interrupting. Now, I've come up with a slight conundrum, though. Perhaps it's about time I start mining. Which, mining isn't actually going to get me very much. But there is a particular seed that's locked by mining. Exactly why or how, I will never understand. So, in the name of biodiversity, I'm just gonna make a pickaxe. It's in here somewhere. Don't have any bones yet. Don't have enough materials for level 2 junk. Ah, there it is. A file and some ordinary rocks. Well, I've got plenty of rocks at least. I told you I was gonna need that many. Rocks, file, hammer, stick. There. Gotta remember to put you guys away. I mean, I could use another dose of organic waste. I'll take this back. Take this. And that. And this. And of course I have my box of wood. Because of course I have a box of wood. So if I were a place I was going to start digging, it would be right over here. First try. I was hoping for a bit more than that. Here. Or not. Can't bang on any of these. Might as well pick up all this. Can't break this one, though. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding how this works. Anyway, I'll add to my rock collection, add to the sand and other crap collection. But not the acorn collection. Rather disappointed. There. So, one of the things from last run that I didn't quite understand, well, I didn't quite understand any of it, but besides the point, I was letting a lot of I had problems with my disorganization. Here's the thing, I'm not good at random. And in order to be good at biodiversity, you need to have every kind of plant and every kind of thing within such and such ratio. Which I said is actually more or less random, you know, like it is in nature. But I can't quite do random, because if you force yourself to be random, then all you're going to do is make a pattern. Because the human brain is programmed to recognize patterns. We don't like things being random. Unless, of course, you're talking about people from this century. Well, I should say mean internet culture, because I'm from this century too, and I dislike random. And so, really, the only other thing we can do is plant all that corn they gave us. And I suppose technically I could use a drink of tea. I might as well get started on that. Well, I do happen to need a sharpening stone, so I might as well. One day, very soon, these will not be commodities. But until then, I might as well keep a few in reserve. Because as the old saying goes, you never know what you need until you need it. And then you don't have it, and then you cuss very loudly. Or is that just me? No, I'm pretty sure that's not just me. Again, not sharpening your tools will end up with a penalty. And if you're like me and discard a bunch of things that you don't realize have a use, then you'll end up hurting yourself and you won't have the materials necessary to get rid of the debuff. Which, all things considered, was quite serious. I mean, geez. Not only did you do things slower and it took up more energy, but it looked awful. Okay, where's my... Equip it, don't drink it. We can drink that, though. Just get rid of it. And have that at the ready. A little bit here or there, but not great. I still haven't figured out exactly what makes everything go. That's not the right term for it, but you get what I mean. I'm not sure the optimal placement for trees around here. Not that I can actually place any more trees. That's all the seeds I've gotten so far. I am sort of disappointed, to be honest with you. First lizard kebab. I still don't know why it takes water to fry meat. See, I'm different from a lot of people. I don't use a lot of oil and, like, you know how a lot of recipes say you should grease the pan with butter and stuff like that, and I don't do that. I don't? I guess I'm weird? Well, we knew that part already. My, you have such a manly voice for a woman. Come back in a couple minutes. It won't take long. But no, I don't add any oil to the pan. There's no need for it. I mean, then again, I'm not actually a good cook. I'm not a person who knows a lot about cooking in general. And it's like, isn't like a lot of the fact that American society in general is like really fat because they don't cook their food properly? like back in the day, grease and everything was supposed to be like a medium for transferring heat, because they couldn't get heat very fast. They couldn't get much heat very fast or something like that, and you would put the fat and whatnot in the pan in order to help it get hot. Or I'm just completely wrong. That is probably what's true in this situation. Let's face it. I'm a YouTuber, not a star chef. I'm not even a YouTuber if you look at my numbers the right way. At least I can laugh at myself. But, like, yeah, do you actually need oil in the pan to cook with? Because I don't. Gotta be careful about getting close to those bubbles. Part of me says that that's really unfair. You know, I have had so many times where I'm just trying to gather resources in the general vicinity of the little barrier here, and I just instantly die for no reason, and it takes like 5 minutes to go back to the start screen and reload the save and get back to where I was before. Like, dying doesn't have any consequences, but it takes a while. You've got to go through the whole song and dance, and I do literally mean song, because it plays a little jingle when you die. I should put that skin away. Oh, hey, look, my water's ready. Like, that's a kebab. You know how you get a kebab? You skewer, you butcher the lizard, and then you put it on a stick. That process does not require you to use water. I mean, I'm no genius or anything. I'm not Dexter. And I don't mean the popular Dexter. I mean the good Dexter. We'll stick you in here for now. I'm gonna have a use for you later. You can only get clay with the resource piles. You can only get sulfur out the nodes. So, yeah, there's that. I don't honestly have too much left to talk about until we can get back into the city. Which I was just gonna wait until we got into the city, but circumstances forced my hand, as they usually don't. Oh, finally, another seed. That didn't make sense graphically for a moment. There was something else I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. the thing with the crops, I was always kind of confused that it would rain and then the crops would need water. But it turns out that's because the crops themselves are on a timer. It doesn't matter if they've been watered once a day or 1,000 times a day, you have to water them when the timer goes off, or it doesn't count, which is something I only just now realized after the second time I've been playing this game. Considering how long I've actually been playing it, I probably should have seen that coming.